everybody. Welcome to a JK show with a little bit of B in there. Today we got Jeff, Kenny, and Brandon bringing you a great show. How you boys doing?
Doing great.
I'm doing fantastic.
Tonight we are going to do a state of the franchise version of the JK show. We'll see how many teams we can get through tonight. If the show is dragging on a little bit too long, we might have to make this a two-parter. But what we're going to do is we're going to grade each franchise on their past, present, and future, and let you guys know what our personal opinion is on each one of these teams. Are you boys ready?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Alright, we're going to kick it off with the A-Town Assassins sitting at 18-4. Considering this is my team, I'm going to go ahead and let Lions start with the past.
All right. Well, with the past, this was our Season 2 champion. So they have some hardware, which is something that most teams in this league can't say. So I'm going to have to
the
grade,
Ballers.
especially the Ballers. And that, it's going to be hard to put them as anyone or as any grade other than an A.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with an A as well because they are the Assassins. They are the team that built the league. Literally, they are the best team to ever be created. Not biased here at all. Let's
No
go
bias
with
at
the
all.
present.
The present. I'm going to also have to go with an A. They're sitting pretty at, I think it's 18-2. And even though they've made some kind of questionable trades, it doesn't look like it slowed them down at all, really.
Yeah, so for the present, you guys are about to see it. We're releasing some videos now. They've had a couple of heartbreakers as I'm going to switch to the Assassin's calendar here. Within this last week, they lost to the Yetis. They had a loss to the... Oops. Nice call, Bishop. This is why we need you. This is why we need you. They did lose to the Yetis. I was still right about that. And then they also lost to the Pirates. So they've had a couple of heartbreakers, and after those trades, we're kind of questioning the state of this franchise. So I'm actually going to give them a B+. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the future.
All right. And when it comes to the future, it's hard to put them as anything other than an A as well, because they also got extra picks this year. As it stands right now, with the current standings, I believe they currently have the number 1 and 2 pick for the rookie draft. So at very least, they're going to be able to fill out the bottom of their roster continuing onward.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with an A+. I'm going to give it that plus because, I mean, you literally can't question a future when you potentially have the top 2 picks in the next draft right now as it sits. This could always change. But they have the Stars first and the Yetis first. The Yetis are surging. That could hurt one of the picks, but as of right now, having a top team with 2 top 5 draft picks in the upcoming draft, I got to give them an A+. Now we're going to go to Bishop's hot take. Bishop, give us an overall analysis of the Assassins and give us an explanation why. Bishop?
Bishop, this is your time.
Bishop, we were...
Oh, there we go. There's some technical difficulties, it looks like.
Technical difficulties. Okay, Bishop.
Bishop, hit us with your overall take.
Alright, and we're going to move...
We're gonna move on.
We're going to move on from the Assassins. Bishop can give us his hot take later. We're going to move into the Rattlesnakes, and I'm going to go ahead and kick this off with the past. So, Rattlesnakes were one of the original expansion teams. Rattlesnakes have slowly been building this roster, and I believe they're making all the right moves. And this year, it finally seems to have clicked. So, I think the Rattlesnakes, with how slow they've been growing, though, I'm going to give them a C+ on the past. I really like what they've been doing. It's just hard to grade them higher considering the success just wasn't there.
All right, and I am going to give their past a B+, and here's why. The reason being is when you have an expansion team like the Rattlesnakes were, we've seen how difficult it can be for expansion teams to be consistent, and what they went out and did is they went out and made a trade for a guy who was barely getting minutes off the bench because he was performing so bad and turned him into an MVP, and he has not slowed down since then. And considering that's about as successful as you could hope to be for a team that comes out of the gate with such a disadvantage, I would have to say that with what they were capable of doing, with the situation they were in, that was probably one of the best beginnings for an expansion team you can expect. So I'm going to rate them a little bit higher.
All right, so we got C+ and B+ for past. We're going to go to present. Present, there's no debate here. They are a top team in the league this year, sitting at 14-2. I believe they have the fewest amount of losses this season. Win percentage isn't there, so technically they're not higher than the Assassins, but they have 2 less losses. These Rattlesnakes have an absolute dynamic duo in Russ and Travis, and I don't know who's going to be able to stop them. Let's take a look at this calendar. This week you saw that heartbreaking loss to the Assassins. They should be 15-1 right now. Had the Rattlesnakes not blown it in the last 30 seconds of that game against the Assassins, they should be 15-1. They had an overtime victory over the Vixens. These guys are great, so I'm going to give them an A. I'm just going to stick it with an A for the present. The only reason I give them an A is because being able to finish in crunch time is key, and they blew it against the Assassins. So I'm not going to give them that A+. I'm going to give them an A for the present.
I am going to also give them an A, and they had a potential for an A+ here, but I agree with the crunch time thing. And the reason that I give them so much credit, and I wouldn't say like an A- or something because I gave the Assassins an A, is just because I've seen consistent growth out of them. I thought they had a good start, and they've gotten a lot better, and I don't think that they've peaked yet. And that'll kind of get us into our transition into the future. Because when we go to their future, I think that they haven't peaked yet. They don't have a first-round draft pick this year. They have the Polar Bears second-rounder and no first-rounder this year. So I don't think they'd have a very good pick to begin with here. But if you're trying to improve upon your team, the best way they're probably going to do it is via trade. But I don't even know if they need to do that. So with their future, I'm going to go ahead and call it a B. So they still have a lot of value.
So I'm going to break the internet with this evaluation of their future because I think I'm thinking deep right now. So with their future, I'm giving them an A. And this is why. They have multiple second-round picks, so they're going to get some talent to add some depth. You have to look at this team's salary cap situation. They're 5 points above, meaning they only have to get rid of one of these lower-end players. They just move a Santos and replace him with an 85 overall player. The rest of this team that right now is dominating the league together can stay. Or, I mean, heck, trade away Santos for draft capital and draft a couple of those free rookies. So I'm giving them a higher grade because they've put themselves in a great salary cap situation. And another reason why I'm bumping up their future grade is because I'm counting Kim Slice as a draft pick. Eventually, someone's going to need a dynamic defender, and someone is going to be one defender away from winning a championship. And whoever that somebody is going to be willing to pay a minimum of 1 first-round pick for Kim Slice. So I'm counting Kim Slice, who I know the Rattlesnakes are high on, but they're trying to shop. I'm counting him as a future first, and that also saves more cap room. So these guys, I really think they put themselves into a great salary cap situation, and they have people on their team that they can move, not lose any of their success, and bring in great value. So that's why I'm giving them a high grade on future. B-Shep, you're with us now. Go ahead and give us the B-Shep breakdown for the Assassins. Give us a grade, and then give us the breakdown for the Rattlesnakes, and then give us a grade.
Alright, so my grade for the Assassins they're like a sunflower. How about this? I'll just give them an A, just because they have beaten me in the championship, and I think their future is looking good. So I give them an A. The Rattlesnakes, I feel like they're like more of like a sunflower, right? So they're now blossoming into this beautiful flower when they were like nothing, and now they're something.
And
All
what's
right.
your grade?
I grade them a B plus.
All right,
All right. So we got 2 sunflowers,
2 sunflowers.
and we're
No. No. The Assassins is a purple sunflower, and the
Oh,
Rattlesnakes is red.
Isn't
Idiot.
that still a sunflower?
No.
no, it's a purple
No.
sunflower.
It's
Okay.
simple.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, I'm
Learn
learning.
your
Sorry.
sunflowers.
Learn your
Still learning.
sunflowers, bud.
So the Tornadoes grade for the Assassins is purple sunflower. The Tornadoes grade for the Rattlesnakes. What color sunflower were the Rattlesnakes?
That'd be a red, bud.
Okay, that's a red sunflower. My bad.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move down to the Bobcats. Lion, give me your past.
Well, Bobcats,
I think we can both agree this is gonna be an NA. I mean, they don't have
Yeah.
a past; they're an expansion.
they
team.
don't
So let's
they don't
go.
really have a past.
Yeah, let's go straight to the present.
All right, straight to the present. The Bobcats have been a absolute roller coaster, and giving them a grade right now, based on what we've seen, feels like I'm basically throwing a dart at a dartboard. They started out incredibly hot, one of the best offenses in the league, taking the league by storm, and as you can see, they've lost 5 of their last 10 games, or 5 of their last 9 games, and I don't really know what I expect out of them in the future. I was on the bandwagon that this team is real, and they've kind of proven to be a little bit fraudulent the last few weeks. So I'm gonna hit them smack dab in the middle. I'm gonna give them a C plus.
Man, how hard the Bobcats have fallen. Had we made this video a week ago, they'd be an A plus. That's
Easily.
just crazy. So I can't disagree with anything you said. These Bobcats terrify me right now. I don't know what I want to predict them at. It's sad. I mean, they absolutely threw away their future for Yuri Kasparov, hoping that adding one more tank defender in the paint just would throw them over the top and make them unstoppable. It's not too late, but losing 5 of your last 9 is not a good start to the Yuri Kasparov trade, to the Yuri
No.
era. I'm going to go ahead and give them a C plus as well. I agree with your grade. I don't have a lot positive to hold on to right now. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys became even worse. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys became even better. It's all going to be on the back and the shoulders of Kyrie Allen. Let's talk about the future, and I'm going to start with that. I'm going to go ahead and give these guys a C minus in the future. And again, I'm going to try to talk about their salary cap here. The Bobcats, they're in good salary cap position, so I want to grade them a little bit higher. As of now, they have a little bit of wiggle room. They're at 125 out of 150, and I believe that's post-Yuri. Yes, that's post-Yuri. So they are good in salary cap, but they have no first-round draft pick. I don't know if they have their second-round draft pick this year. I'm not sure. And another reason why I'm grading their future so low is I just don't think Murray Williamson can be part of a big 3. I think they drafted Ed Payne, Kyrie, and Murray as their big 3, and I don't think Murray can do it. His defense is an absolute liability. You see night in and night out, these guys lead the game in defense, and they lead the way with defense, and then Murray just gets annihilated over and over again. So that's my grade for their future.
I mean, just looking at those stats, it's hard to disagree that Murray is 6'11" and averages 0.1 blocks a game.
Yeah.
Like, that just shows you that the defense isn't there and the effort isn't there. But I also can't say that he couldn't potentially be a part of a big three as like a soft third big three guy.
I just look
Because
at this
he's got
team.
the offense there, and he was Rookie of the Year. We know he's got high potential.
Yeah, he was Rookie of the Year in a system that allowed him to just huck threes.
But it worked for him.
It did. And, I mean, they did build these Bobcats to be similar to that, where they don't have much offense besides Murray. So, I don't see much trade value for a lot of these players. I don't see much that these guys could do in the future. It's going to be really interesting to see what this GM can do. I'm just puzzled. What's your grade?
Yeah, my grade for their future is definitely going to be just looking at this team and their value, it's hard to say that they have a lot of value for their trades, and they gave the Yetis their first pick in their trade. So it's a brand new team that doesn't have what could be a really good pick next year, depending on if the free fall continues. And they've got wiggle room for free agency, but that's about it. So I'm hard pressed to put them above a C+ for that either.
Okay. Bishop, give us your analysis of the Bobcats and why. Give us your grade and an analysis.
All right, I'm gonna grade these guys an overall a C. The reason I'm gonna grade them as a C, because it's like as the Lion said, it's like throwing a dart at a dartboard. You don't know where it's gonna land. But I'm gonna give my
But
saying
what if
on
they're
it.
a really good
It's
dart
like-
player?
It's like it's like throwing a nail. It's like throwing at it's like throwing a nail at a winder. It's like throwing a nail at a winder. It won't break, son. It just won't. You don't have enough force to break the winder.
And I'll clarify what I meant by the dartboard is that I'm pretty confident I know where this dart is going to go.
And it's
I'm
gonna
not
hit
gonna
the
tell you-
floor, and then
I'm
it's
not
gonna
gonna tell you I'm
explode,
gonna hit the
then it's
mark.
gonna suck,
You
dude.
don't need to
They
clarify
suck.
the dart.
They suck, dude. They suck, dude.
I
They
think I
What's your-
confused Bishop with the dartboard.
What's your overall grade of the Bobcats, Bishop?
I told you, son. It is a C. Is a C for cat. C.
Okay.
C.
There you
Alright.
have it. All right, Lion, you were taking notes. Those are the 3 teams we're going to do on this video today. Could you reflect the notes? Tell me what each team's overall grade would be if you averaged it up.
I can argue that for you, bud.
All right.
Assassins, they get an A.
Okay.
At averages. No, they probably average out to an A minus. I'll give
Okay.
no to an A. Yep. And then the Bobcats, they are a horrible C.
Okay.
And
Rattlesnakes.
the Rattlesnakes, I feel like they're gonna average out to a B.
All right, we're gonna go with that.
I just want to, before we close the video, I feel like everybody should know that Bishop doesn't speak for the rest of us. Bobcats GM, if you're watching this, you don't have a terrible team. You have an
You do not.
interesting future. But
You have an
No.
interesting future.
Like I.
I'm gonna hit you up, man.
I've been very
I'm gonna hit you up,
impressed
Bobcat.
in general.
Hit
The
you up.
reason that I say C+ for everything is just because the recency bias of those losses scares me. And
You're scared,
I'm
me
not.
too.
I'm not willing to put money. I already put my money where my mouth is and bet on you earlier in the season. I'm not doing it twice. That's the only reason why.
But all right, guys,
Well,
I hope you enjoyed
you're
this
not a game
JK
boy.
show. We have to get going now. I'll catch you guys on the flippity flip.
See ya.